Mike Tyson just reignited the boxing world with a thunderous move, knocking out Jake Paul in what was supposed to be a casual sparring session. What began as a friendly post-fight meetup quickly escalated into something far more intense. Jake, fresh off his recent battle with Mike Perry, didn't even last a full minute in the ring before hitting the canvas. It was fast. It was brutal. And it was very telling. Of course, Jake had his usual list of excuses ready, complaining about lingering soreness and fatigue from his previous bout. But let's not kid ourselves. Jake Paul thrives when the spotlight is bright and the opponent is untested. But when faced with someone like Tommy Fury, who brings legitimate boxing skill, or an all-time legend like Mike Tyson, things unravel quickly. Jake's flash and flare evaporate the moment real danger shows up, and now, the buzz is deafening. Mike Tyson isn't just making a brief return, he's back in fight shape, clearing medical tests, and showing signs of his vintage form. This isn't a publicity stunt. Tyson is genuinely preparing to re-enter the fight game with intensity. This sparring session with Jake wasn't random, it was calculated. It was a statement. Tyson wanted to see if Jake's hype matched reality, and it didn't take long to get his answer. Sparring is often overlooked by fans, but it's the beating heart of serious boxing prep. It's where skills are sharpened, weaknesses exposed, and mental toughness forged. These behind-closed-doors sessions can reveal more than any press conference ever could, so when Tyson invited Jake to spar, it wasn't just for fun, it was a tactical decision. And what we saw proves Tyson is still a force to be reckoned with.
When Mike Perry's a killer, we could jeopardize everything, the biggest fight of your career, the biggest payday of your career, and that's what makes this such a crazy fight. That's what puts the...
Before Jake Paul even stepped into the ring with Mike Perry, Mike Tyson had already seen the storm coming. With years of wisdom behind him, Tyson told Jake flat out, "You're not ready for this." The warning wasn't subtle, it was clear, calculated, and came from someone who understands the brutal cost of stepping into a fight unprepared. But Jake, ever the showman, ignored it. He chose hype over health, spotlight over strategy. Mike Perry isn't your average opponent. As a top name in the bare-knuckle fighting championship, BKFC, his fights are pure carnage. He's built for pain, thrives in chaos, and leaves his opponents battered. Tyson knew this. He predicted that the physical toll of fighting someone like Perry wouldn't fade quickly, and definitely wouldn't leave Jake in shape to go another round with anyone, let alone Iron Mike. But Jake's focus wasn't recovery, it was relevancy. Obsessed with staying in the media loop, he jumped into the next opportunity, even if it meant risking long-term damage. That choice backfired big time. Entering the ring with Tyson while still bruised and fatigued was a massive miscalculation. Even in sparring, Tyson brings real heat, and Jake simply wasn't ready for it. This wasn't just about getting knocked down, it was about ignoring good advice. Tyson saw the danger ahead. He tried to help. And Jake, blinded by his own momentum, walked straight into it. The result? A knockout that wasn't just physical, it was philosophical. It proved that ego has a cost, and in boxing, that cost can come with one clean hit.
But I don't know, my arms are sore as
Mike Tyson is more than a fighter, he's a strategist. When Jake Paul hit the canvas, it wasn't just a display of raw power. It was the conclusion of a series of poor choices, amplified by Tyson's perfect timing. The knockout was a message, loud and clear. In boxing, ignoring wisdom and relying on hype will only take you so far. Tyson had predicted this collapse before Jake's fight with Mike Perry. He knew Perry's relentless style would leave Jake damaged and drained. So when Jake stepped into the ring with Tyson for what he thought would be a relaxed spar, he was already compromised. His body was tired. His reflexes dulled. And his confidence? It didn't stand a chance. Jake Paul is a master of media manipulation. He knows how to stay viral, whether it's through trash talk, outrageous stunts, or social media theatrics. Every fight is a headline, every tweet a PR move. But while he builds hype like a pro, that same obsession can distract from the gritty training and discipline that boxing demands. The sport isn't just about being seen, it's about being prepared. Legends like Muhammad Ali understood this balance. He may have talked big, but he always respected his opponents and the craft. After brutal battles, like the Thrilla in Manila with Joe Frazier, Ali showed humility and honor, acknowledging his rival's strength. That kind of sportsmanship is what made him iconic. Jake, by contrast, sometimes treats boxing like a reality show, and that can undermine everything the sport stands for. Tyson's knockout wasn't just about dominance. It was a reminder, a lesson. Fame fades fast when your fundamentals crumble. Jake's career is balancing on a knife's edge, one misstep, one bad night, and the whole image can collapse. So now the big question looms, will Jake learn from this humbling experience, or is his obsession with staying in the spotlight going to lead him straight into his downfall?